Speaking of death, there are a lot of interpretations of death in the world of animation, with death as an actual seeable being. Maybe not tangible, but why would you want to touch death? Coda, also known as the End, is a take on, well, what actually happens when meeting death. Well, you came to the right place. In a world full of fools that are drunk off their asses, one manages to die. How unexpected! Like, seriously, you're unhealthily intoxicated with no friends. What makes you think you're gonna survive? So yeah, like a deer, he gets ran over, but mystically rises into a blue spirit and out of the world. Oh wait, do deers do that? But what if they manage to survive? Anyways, the man finds himself in a park with what looks like death. So he begins to ask, what's next? With death being like, I don't know, what do you want? At first he wants to run away from death, but death catches up with him, so in the end he wants to just see his life flash before his eyes, wanting to live life more, see more, interact with family more, just more of everything. So he gets that more until suddenly everything must come to an end, sadly. The story is fairly simple. While it may seem a little complicated with all the imagery coming to place in the middle, it's generally just that, imagery. So much things he should have appreciated, so much things he should have done, so much of everything he could have done, but really it's just images, nothing too subtle. The sound is great, the actors were good, like the accents by the way, and I especially like the sound effects given to the memories, like a rush of wind being blown into a window. The music was also so appropriate, giving a more sorrow and sorry feeling to the atmosphere. All this man wants is more, but he can only have as much as he can get. When he eventually gets everything he could have, he still wanted more, so the music just made it sound more sad and you definitely feel. Now the animation. First, the look of the human world is just seen as this world of distortion, sort of like a dystopia. It was not only him, it was everyone else. Everyone else is like him and may end up like this man who died. It could be just an endless cycle, maybe it was just this one instance, who knows. Second, death. Death has a very mystical feel to her. Her cloak is very fluid, her mask is very anonymous, and her voice is very soothing. I just like this interpretation of death as a whole. Not sure it's my favorite, but it's somewhere. Third, all of the imagery. All of the imagery is just so dang random but appropriate. I just really appreciate everything that has to show, like the important parts and even the more unimportant parts, as it feels like the end of it all is just a few short steps away. All of the elements just make this animation work so well. It shows the selfishness, the want for life, when in the end, what you got is what you get. If you shave off the rest of your life you still have, which is a lot, you're not getting it back, you lost it already. All in all, it's honestly a great animation. If you haven't yet, go watch it. It's interesting, disturbing, and a great lesson. Because you only got a life now, so why not just spend like 9 minutes to watch this video? It's definitely a great view.